Oh, they feel they have probably Pestilence here.
It also guarantees them getting Tempest instead of say a hero like Keeper at the later stage or like the third pick.
Yeah.
Let's see, what is NK gonna go for? What's on the board here? There's Gauntlet still. I think they're gonna favor more to like the Meraxes though this game. I just have a feeling that's the one that's Let's Get Q is really good on.
Yeah.
But nope, they go to the Gauntlet.
They pick up the gauntlet. Gonna get that for themselves. So, um, we got Handskin. Not sure.
We got Glove.
Ah, got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got you. All right. So the follow-up pick here for BMG now. So they go with
Maybe
here.
Engineer. The thing is, they don't have to pick Tempest here. They can pick it on the third slot. Maybe hero for Jonas, like Madman, Grinix, Hag, Bubbles. I think they're gonna do Jonas hero and then like Tempest. Maybe pick their support.
So, Team NK on the other hand, again, they got the Ophelia factor. So here, we haven't seen a lot of Ophelia because she usually is one of those first four bans throughout these playoffs, especially. But yeah, one of the rare moments we do see her here.
Wow, I really did not see the Inji here. I really thought they'd value Jonas's hero and the Tempest on Hanskin, but they really want to value that mid lane. Pesty, Inji, though it's kind of awkward because you don't have a good initiating stun.
Yeah.
But it's still a strong lane. It's still NG in the lane. Pesty stun is still pretty strong. It's just if you want to kill the other team, it's not the best unless your face is a melee. I mean, you are versus Gauntlet, so it'll probably be just fine. But the Tort always a strong hero with Gauntlet when you hook him in, because obviously the hero gets away from the creep wave.
Yeah, and there's that Tempest you're pointing out. So it is going to be a jungle versus jungle here.
It's very interesting. Both teams picking the exact same three heroes, kinda. You know, like their mid lane and then plus jungle.
That's true. That's true. So now we need the suicide as well as the short lane here.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Yeah, this is interesting because it's like both hero teams are gonna be banning each other's heroes.
Yeah, that's a good point. So you see the Slither coming out, and there's the Chronos from BMG in response. So what do you go here now? Like Kraken maybe?
Oof. I think they're gonna try to ban out Fuzi instead of Jonas here, and then maybe try like and maybe steal one of Jonas's heroes for Zibbe, like be like ban out Grinix, leave Madman up, take Madman, something like that.
Wretched Hag, always a popular option, especially in this matchup. We'll see if she makes an appearance here. But yeah, you can see where this is difficult for both sides to be like, well, we want to ban this one, but we can pick it up ourselves, but we want to ban it though to take away from them. Drunken Master.
I think it's more like BMG's really just in the worst spot there because they're on the second pick and they need the same heroes that NK needs. So.
That is true, yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think what heroes. I still feel like NK's really gonna want one of these Invis heroes for the long lane. Probably just the Grinix, maybe the Madman.
You think that over maybe like a War Beast?
Yeah, I guess Warbeast would have a lot of value, but like Zippy plays a really good Warbeast as well. It's just as long as he doesn't tilt in the first 5 minutes, he plays it really well. Like,
fair enough. I mean, that would War Beast Ophelia combo obviously very very powerful. That would it would kind of be similar to last where there would be a lot of push basically on their side. So we'll see. I'm sure BMG is thinking about that as well. Maybe banning it. They're going to ban Grinix here with their second ban. This is one of the more tense banning phases we've had. The second phase of banning.
I would really like. You know what would be fun to see like a Hellbringer for NK. I know we're not going to see it, but it would be fun.
Wouldn't be surprised to see like a Vindicator though. Remember, he's kind of been making some appearances.
Yeah, but I don't think Vindicator is the best hero the team up with a Gauntlet. With Vindy, you want more burst damage, so you can just like lock people down as fast as possible during the Vindy ult. I mean, like okay, Gauntlet's burst, but it's not much like lockdown once you hit them when the Gauntlet blast is up.
Bubbles Pharaoh, the final two bans. So what? There's a Hag. There's that Warby still. There's the Madman.
I kind of expect the Madman. I guess they could go with Hag too. CD.
Ooh, okay.
That's strong too because that's probably the short lane hero BMG wanted for Fuzi. And CD could also be long lane, but I'm pretty sure they're going to favor it to the short lane.
Yeah. There's the Hag. The right-clicking keeper. Would you prefer a keeper or a war beast?
Uh, hmm.
That is a tough call.
Warbeast has better late game, better early push.
Yeah.
Well, it's different. Like keepers, like there's a very little chance of keeper having a bad early game, whereas Warbeast could easily. But Warbeast will provide more to the lanes, but Warbeast will provide more push, but less team fight. So it's a little bit, it's like both could work.
Yeah.
Also,
direction?
keeper invis isn't as good this game due to pestilence being in the game.
So we'll see. They're still right-clicking that keeper, but something tells me they're maybe thinking between those two.
And also, there's always like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like
True.
it worked last game.
That is true. It's pretty tense here. What are they going to be? They are going to go keeper. Keeper with their final pick. So now BMG, their final pick.
Are they really gonna accursed? I always wanted to see an accursed versus CD or Slither.
I would love to see an accursed, but we're not going to see a curse. There's no way BMG's going to go
I think we could see an accursed here.
There's no way.
You're also versus a keeper of the forest, like
so many reasons. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I think it's gonna happen.
Nah, it's not going to happen.
I think it's gonna happen.
I think Jonas and fans quite the troll here.
I have faith in Jonas.
They're down 1-0. I mean,
I have faith.
It wouldn't be out of the question, I guess, if really just trying to play something radical that they practiced and they were kind of showing here being like, this is it, but no.
Dang it, I was wrong.
Yeah. Shocker, right? Kraken's the final pick. That's going to go end up in Fuzi's hands, so Hag's going to be played by Jonas and Fan in the end, and here we go. So we are ready. Team NK, again, a similar kind of idea in the sense of we just got a lot of push that you're going to have to deal with, a lot of group up and push earlier on. So BMG, I will say BMG's lineup is a lot better to handle it this time around, it feels like, in terms of they're not as reliant as needing to get into that mid to late game strategy.
Oh yeah, BMG have a really good early mid game as well because they have the Hag, they have the Pestilence, the Kraken. I mean, they just have a really good like overall lineup, good AOE, good initiation, good follow up, good. So
yeah.
I think this game always as all games are, will be very lane dependent. If NK can get the early momentum they need, they probably will put a lot of pressure onto BMG. But if they don't, I think they're gonna be the team on the back foot, the team that's gonna develop into the mid game worse than BMG will.
Mm-hmm. So again, one of the rare times lately we get to see Ophelia because she's just banned all the time in those first 4 bans, but BMG taking a little bit of a risk here, you could say, and giving that option to Team NK, which they quickly snatched up with that first pick. So tank and fit.
They do have a lot of push. They got Impalement, Keeper, Ophelia, so like towers will drop even with counter push. Just due to the fact that Ophelia minions and Impale usually, that's enough. You don't even need like a creep wave.
Yeah. Takes care of business. And then he throw Keeper the Force in there as well with his minions, so yeah, a lot of push again. So Wretched Hag, she's kind of poking in here, getting some information. She does have a 1 ward aside on her, so we'll see where she's able to get it if so.
Seal Kid's down here, so it looks like they want to block 2 camps, I want to say. Like, I think that's what they're going for here.
Yeah, he has that ward aside as well. So Hag's going to maybe block the pole camp. Yeah, maybe not. No, he's going on the mid one. Where is he going? Oh, he's just going to ward aside in general.
Well, that's a great ward for Ophelia, though. You're going to see a lot of rotation going either mid or bottom.
Yeah.
And then this Seal Kid ward, it's the defend middle. So as long as, this is the primary camps of Ophelia farm, so they'll see most movements to mid or bottom unless Ophelia stay farming left hard camp. And then you'll be a little bit scared. But
yeah,
for the most part, it's a lot of information.
This is what I was worried about, though. He put him in a spot where if he think that he maybe blocked his camp, he was going to get Rev Ward to take care of it anyways, which he did right there. So it's gone. so much for that ward. It's yeah, that's the first thing that hit me, though. It's like, well, why not place it maybe further to the left if that's the case, to make sure that it wouldn't be countered by thinking that he maybe blocked the pole camp. But in the end, it is countered, so not much you can do with it there at that time. But he also talked about the ward aside at the Congo pit, though. So again, spotting Ophelia, perhaps setting up some middle ganks. At least they'll still have that going for them.
What's the counter ward situation? Okay, so Hanskin, he bought all of his wards, or spent all of his gold, but Zibby got a ward off, and Hanskin doesn't really know about it
Yeah.
because he hasn't gone to that area. But it's not too bad. Like the main camps Tempest cares about are these three. So yeah, it's gonna hurt a bit, but it's not gonna be the end of the world for him.
Yeah. See the top lane matchup. Kraken in the short lane. Again, Fuzi loves playing that Kraken short lane, and going to be doing that again here. His 7-0 start against Keepers 5-0 currently. So, again, very early on, but expect Kraken to have a very good time, to say the least, in that top matchup. The middle matchup is always fun to take a look at. You see Gauntlet, Torture versus Engineer Pestilence. Against Super KG playing the Pestilence in this case. Les QQ on the Gauntlet. Let's see if Les QQ can land some hooks here to go for some initiation. But again, Pestilence is kind of one of those awkward heroes to initiate on with the hook, so keep an eye on that. Middle matchup and see the action back and forth between them. Top rune going to be protected by the Hellborn team. Happens to be Refreshment. Bottom rune happens to be Invis, actually, from Ophelia, not the biggest deal.
Yeah, they really won't be able to do anything with this rune. Ophelia is one of those heroes. It's just like you protect the runes to help your team, but you can't really do much with it unless it's like a DD. Sometimes a haste.
Mm-hmm. So continuing to farm instead, understandably so. Yeah, I mean, as far as the start of this game, you're thinking that this is going to be probably more passive game here.
Middle lane has a lot of potential for a lot of action. You have a hook lane, but bottom lane probably won't be much kills. It is a Hag versus a CD, and sure, CD is going to farm great. It's just like Hag's just not going to die. Like I don't really foresee a Hag dying to CD Ophelia, unless he gets like maybe like Skeleton can grasp into Mino stun from Fog.
Yeah.
And then in top lane, you have Keeper versus Kraken. I don't really think we'll be seeing any kills there either. So, just this mid lane is really the only thing to look out for. And then the early team fights, of course.
Yeah, that's the hope. But again, the Warlock Conqueror kind of stopping Ophelia, kind of, but actually he's going to go to the middle lane here from their side. It's a Minotaur, though, so not the most effective from ganking.
Oh, the ore is on Gauntlet.
Oh, yeah, they spot that. Yeah, they're just like, no way we're going in there. We know something's up, so that's a good call. Though. Yeah, it's one of those small things that at this top tier level, they're going to spot things like that. So no gank is successful. And at 3.5 minutes, what are the creep farm looking between the middle matchup? 14-4 Gauntlet. You got Pestilence looking at 13-1, so it is pretty back and forth here. Pretty even. No hook attempts yet. As I say that, he goes for one, and he misses unfortunately. So you miss 100% of the hooks, you don't try. Wayne Gretzky said that. So.
What is it if you never... forget it. You know what, just forget it. Rune spawning, torch checking bottom rune, BMG will get top rune, good rune checking, very important at this high level. The early game is usually decided by haste, invis, DD, etc.
Unfortunately, we've had invis into illusions, yeah.
Illusions not so much, but you know, it's always nice to have the 3 chargers. And illusions can be useful for scouting. A lot of times when I get illusions, I just send them into the enemy jungle, put them on, like, say, I'd put them on the Hellborn Hill just for vision control.
Yeah. Maybe even block a camp, depending on the timing, too, so. We'll see what Torture with Insania wants to do with those. Chain Reaction is going to hit right there, but no follow-up, just more so using some mana as he's going to be using the bottle anyways. Getting some damage output, so. Bottom lane, Haxer on Corrupted. He is off to a great start here. 24-11 compared to the 14-2 Hag, so expect that to be good. He's going to be working towards the early Energizer, I'm sure. Kraken's at the tower at the top lane. He's going to fall back and take a little bit of tower damage there. But just pushing it in all the way, so. Hanskin on Tempest, how's he coming along? Just fine. 300 gold per minute, not too shabby. Yeah, it's going to excel from there with the Catman.
Look what Sealkid places the ward 60 seconds early. Kind of surprised about that just because, and you know, I don't really see why he would place it like 60 seconds early when you can just place it later. But I guess he just really doesn't want to screw up and always wants to have that vision. He doesn't want to die to something just because he didn't place a ward.
That is interesting, yeah. That's, perhaps. So maybe figuring that they're going to go for that timing gank when the ward side despawns, and yeah, just playing it safe there, so. We'll see if that comes into play or not, but Ophelia is level 6 now. So she can get level 7 here in the near future. In fact, Wretched Hag again, the conduit's up and forced her to blink away. So the good pressure that Corrupted Disciple's able to do in that 1v1 matchup, of course. Feel like these junglers are going to start looking to make some impact here shortly, though.
Rune spawning again, Hag might get bottom. Yeah, Hag's getting bottom, and he might even kill Ophelia.
Depending on what it is. It's a regen rune, actually. No, Torture's
Well,
going to scare him.
good job by Jonas. A little bit late there from NK, like that shouldn't happen. You really shouldn't let the hag get the rune. And now that's going to have a big impact. And actually, Tanka could even die. No, never mind.
I mean, he has a regen rune, but he actually uses the mana right there, and now he's in trouble. So much for Tankafed dying. He's like, Jonas a fan, what are you thinking? He takes him out.
Yeah, that was just a misplay by Jonas. And that's a big deal because Hag's level 5. I think he was looking to gank mid, actually, and not Tankafed, but are they pushing? Oh, they're going to push. Look, they have Ophelia down here. They have Keeper down here. They're just going to bring the push.
Yep. Kraken's going to push in the top lane, take advantage of Keeper missing. But, yeah, here comes that push. The double Minotaur army going to be here for Ophelia. He is level 7, so he actually could get a
on NG.
third one. Oh, yeah, middle lane. They're going to go on Engineer right here. Kek's done. It's going to hit. Gauntlet will be enough to survive. No, it won't. The Impale spins too much damage. And Super KG just has to walk back after his own Impale right there. But back to the bottom lane. Again, the push happening now. Hag is here, but they get the top tower push, though. So a good counter push coming out from BMG at least. In their favor. Lockdown on it. Jonas a fan. The root comes out, and that's a dead Wretched Hag once again. He is not looking strong here earlier on. That's an easy tower push in the end as a result as well.
That's going to be another tower push, too, because that's 10 seconds of free push.
Yeah.
And BMG has no response because Hag is down. Okay, Pestilence is rotating. You have TPs on Kraken. No TP on Tempest. CD's here, though.
Yeah, he's going to put the conduit on a Pestilence, actually. He got the Impel off right away. And Keeper, again, no root coming out, so he's just going to fall back. So you got this top lane. Are they going to be able to defend this? They got a couple of those TPs.
I think Edge support back now and defend.
Yeah.
They're going to lose this tower if they don't respond, like, right now.
I mean...
Like, it's dead. It's just dead.
Yeah. Did they use a vulnerability on the first one?
Yeah, they already used it.
Oh,
okay.
No. They are going to get here in time. That's close, but...
Haste-turn. No, alright. Well, tower gets denied. However, BMG are still pretty happy about it, because I'd still rather this... Like, a tower denies big, but you'd rather have the map control.
Yeah. Yeah, that top lane now is completely, dark in terms of not having the towers there now. And they can't port twin and whatnot, so... Yeah, the map control in the favor of BMG right there. You see they're going to rep for it on the statue just in case the site was put down, but...
The way I see it, a tower deny is making the best out of a bad situation.
Yeah. It's still bad for Team NK, yeah, exactly, but... Exactly, just kind of capitalizing that they could do it, but... In the end, still favored for BMG right there. Speaking of that, Kraken, again, Fuzi Kraken, he is looking strong start. 400 gold per minute, I believe. He has a Helm of the Black Legion on the way. Yeah, there you go. With those steam boots, so very good start for him.
Astrolabe up for NK.
Yeah.
And Tanko went at first item. Well, okay, he skipped the boots basically. And I think they're gonna keep pushing. Like they have Astro, they have Keeper it up. I would imagine they just go middle or something. They have investments on CD. CD doesn't have Energizer, which is you'd kind of like that by now, but it's not too impactful.
Yeah.
See, and it's not like their lineup's gonna get any stronger right now until they get a lot more farm up on their heroes, like a Portal Key and Gauntlet. So you might as well use this fancy new Astrolabe you just picked up.
Hag's gonna put some pressure on the Corrupted right there and tag him a little bit. It's also, again, Fuzi just pushing up this top lane. He's not too worried. I mean, he has no vision up here on this top side, but he just doesn't care. He's confident that he can take it.
It is a Kraken.
Yeah.
It would take like 2 heroes to rotate, and they see mid. So it's a pretty safe thing to just be pushing up this far.
True. Yeah,
but
there's a mid push.
NK needs some more heroes mid, or they're gonna get caught here. Yeah, like they need CD and Temp or Keeper to be there.
Yeah. Not confident pushing it all the way, so they just had to fall back for now. And Pestilence was able to get a swarm on one of the Minotaurs too, so he's actually getting some good vision on Ophelia here as she's going to continue to farm the process. So BMG pretty confident with the map control right now is what it comes down to, as Tempest just doing his own thing in the jungle once again and farming 340 gold per minute, also working towards his Astrolabe here. Just like Ophelia did for the opposition. Plated Greaves finished on Keeper the Force. Middle lane, they're going to be jumping right here on a Pestilence. The lockdown isn't going to be enough. Ophelia with their minions and everything else. Oh, he barely gets away with the flight. Hellborn team porting in, and pretty much everyone going to be joining the party. Tempest not here. But it is enough to help keep Pestilence alive in the end. But here comes that push now from Team NK.
By the way, I think it came down to the swarm on the Mino. Because he was trying to set up a gank so the Mino wasn't with him.
Ah. So he didn't have that to throw in an extra stun. Yeah, no, he was basically that much away. Well, look at Fuzi, man. He is ballsy right here. Release Kraken, not the best position. And actually give it the 4,000. Root ready to go. Port comes in. They get the tower kill. Root hits 3 heals. Down goes Kraken right there. Pestilence in a lot of trouble. He throws out the stun immediately. The elements of one in the background. It gets basically everyone. Do they have any follow-up, though? Not the most, unfortunately. Tempest, he's in trouble. He's going to fall right there. Pestilence going in, but he's forced to fly back. He doesn't have the most life. Locked in on the Wretched Hag. Hag's going to fall. And Team NK, a huge fight coming out. As a result of that, a buyback on a Kraken, by the way.
DD.
He wasn't able to get there in time, and yeah, corrupted. No, but he hooks it back in! Oh, that was almost a misplay from Les QQ. But in the end, he does stay alive, and he's going to be ported back. Wow.
Oh my god, that was so close. But I think a lot of that has to come down to, look at the items that NK had in that fight. They had Plated Grievous up on Keeper, so that is literally why CD lived in that fight and didn't die. They had Astrolabe up on Ophelia, versus no Astrolabe up on Tempest, a level 4 engineer. And that was just like really good timing push, and arguably BMG should not have taken that fight.
Yeah.
They were down Astrolabe, down level 6 engineer. Like level 6 engineer is like the game. You win that fight if you have that, so you shouldn't take it. Like that's like one of the main reasons they lost that fight. Oh, and I guess Fuzi's ultimate was really
yeah.
poor.
How do we put this? It was bad. Yeah, he's obviously not usually gonna not miss it like that, but that happened right there, and it's those mistakes at this level, man. They will come back to bite you in the ass big time, and that most certainly happened right there. So, yeah, again, BMG. We've been talking about that throughout these playoffs. It seems like. Yeah, Engineer is going to be caught. Engineer. Gauntlet's chasing him. A nice keg stun.
That was the hook, though.
Yeah, that's still going to be a kill in the end. So, doing his best to get away, but Steel Kid will get picked up. But, yeah, again, talk about BMG with their backs being against the wall. And, you know, it's that tough spot of, do you sit here and say BMG's just not playing up to par of what we expected them to be, or is it just these other teams just that much impressive lately?
I gotta say, NK Reason and XNL just stepped up their game. They caught up a little bit.
I agree.
Because, I mean, you'd expect that much, like, right? They've been playing for a month when BMG and SG have been a little bit on the low, so they did catch up a bit. And maybe BMG isn't playing their best, but I would say it's more to just say the other team's playing better.
I 100% agree with you in the end. So, but anyways, again, so here we are, game number 2.
Another push might come out bottom.
Let's see.
I think so. Like, right? Like, they have Portal Key and Gauntlet. They don't have any other big items coming, so that's generally when you push. You get something big that makes your team fight even better. And mid lane? No, it's just illusions. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I mean. What's going on now? Just the illusions.
BMG's gonna run the split push. Now, does NK respond, or they just say, you know what, you can have that tier 1 mid, we'll take tier 2 bottom, push your base? And I think they're gonna respond. They have 2 heroes mid, but they don't have Ophelia creeps.
That's kind of a problem. So they will push the bottom tower, but here we go. Homer Tip going to jump in first. Fuzi, he's being locked in. He got to release the Kraken off. Will he fall? Yes, he will in the back. The Bat Blast comes out of his 3 heroes. Give it the force in the background himself. He has a root ready to go. He couldn't really get it off, though. The stuns were too much. He does not get off his root as a result. But yeah, Ophelia's coming to cut off Tempest's hand skin. I don't think he's getting away, or maybe. Are they going to root or something? No. He has to chain reactions, and that will be a dead Tempest in the end. So 2-for-0 exchange. Talk about best case scenario for NK right there. They not only get the tower push, they easily save the middle tower. And they get a couple of hero kills in the process.
Yeah, this one's looking really rough for BMG. I don't think they can take any fights. Like, I guess that really wasn't what they were going for there. They were trying to dodge, just NK caught them off guard.
Yeah.
But how can you even split push? You have a portal key on Gauntlet. You don't have a portal key on your Pestilence. You have a Hag who's just going to die.
Oh, the root catches Hag as he was going to TP. Now, he's kind of going back and forth.
Send the courier.
Oh,
Send the courier.
No. The minions are going to find him. They have enough damage. They're so weak. They're so weak. Kill him, Tree Dogs. Oh, my God. He's not. Oh, he will get killed. There was a Tree Dog there. Oh, jeez.
Oh my God.
He's got to be hating this game right now.
Now they're going to push. Well, actually, they can't. They shouldn't really push, but they could. Mid lane? Tort's getting cut out.
Yep. Fuzi wants to kill, damn it. Nope.
You know how Tempest, though.
It's
man,
just falling apart. NK is just looking way too strong here.
Things are not looking good at all. Okay, like, you have a Hag versus Gauntlet. He dies. You have Engineer, not level 6. Pestilence, no portal key. Tempest. So, he doesn't even have investments yet. He has Astrolabe. That's great, but They're not going to survive. Even Kraken, like they can kill Kraken. Like that's insane. Like they can actually target Kraken as their first hero. That's how much of a good position they're in.
Also, this is kind of just hitting me right now, but 0 hero kills for BMG.
Well, oh, that is something you don't see very often.
16 minutes into the game, and there's been fights, clearly. I mean, it's 11-0. That is shocking. And this is not a lineup that's like passive, we need to farm. This is a, we're going to kill you, good early game.
Might be in trouble, but he has
smile. Oh, look at the turn. He's got the Minotaur stuns. In comes Corrupt to the side with the overload. Down kills Wretched Hag. And now Kraken's in a lot of trouble. He's forced to charge away. Play very defensive. Top tower push in the meantime.
Got the kill. Got the kill.
Oh, jeez.
Kill secured.
Well, they got something. No, well, it still says 0 on the scoreboard, to be fair.
Okay, to be fair. But Hellborn did pick up a kill.
Hellborn, the team itself. Well, was that a tower kill then? So it's just simply the tower?
The tower killed him. Death by tower.
That's silly. Anyway, so it's like, yeah, I guess a half a kill. We'll give them a half a kill.
Okay, half a kill.
Yeah, no. This is, I mean, Team NK, I'm sure they're feeling fantastic right now. They're going to be pushing
he doesn't even care.
Yeah, no, they're going to be pushing mid here. Ophelia and Keeper, the only ones here. But
they should be careful, though.
BMG's not going to defend it. They're going top, actually. Tempest gets caught. We do see they get the kill on a Gauntlet, but at what cost here? Tempest is going to fall. They're going to push middle now. And that should be a tower kill on top of that. They're kind of rotating over. Oh, they want to catch them. Corrupted Disciple's going to be caught first up. Bamplus comes out. He's trying to tank. He puts the electric tide. The heals from Ophelia. They're too damn strong. Down goes Pestis. They will finally kill Corrupted, but again, it's going to come at a cost here for BMG. Kraken's going to end up dropping. Torture barely alive. They kill the energy field. Engineer being locked down. Team NK, the lead is just getting ridiculous here in the early game. They're trying to sweep the series here against BMG, knocking them out of the playoffs here for HoN Tour Season 2. And right now, it's looking like there's a very good chance this could happen in the losers bracket finals. Easy tower push mid right there to finish it off.
Let's see, Invis on Hag. He might be able to get a kill into Torture. Maybe? No, not going to happen. Ooh, Hag is spotted. They might even go for a kill on him. Yeah, I think they will. No, they won't. Okay.
No. He falls back to the top.
Let's see. Anyways, a lot of farm bottom. I think Hax is going to just hard farm a Shrunken Head. He has to have it almost now. He might even have it, or he's just recipe off, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has it, yeah. So he just goes mid. They're just going to force another fight. Once again, they have pretty much all their items. Keeper just needs to spend his gold on anything. Be it, like, parts for a refresher just to get more mana and damage in, or just buy a portal key, straight up.
It's kind of silly seeing him there go, but look at Tempest. He's going to be jumped. Easy kill right off the bat. The Invis Gauntlet doing work right there. Corrupted Disciple finds Pestilence. Chain reactions are going to connect. Pestilence being chased down the conduit. So much damage. And easily killing the end. 6 charges, 239 maximum damage. This early on, just absurd. Engineer will make it back to base. Will it be the same for Jonathan Fan? He blinks away. He barely blinks away in time. He should be fine. Yeah, they're not going to chase. But you got to expect. BMG's mindset right now is just there. I'm sure they're frustrated. I'm sure they're at a point of I don't want to think they're going to be giving up by any means, but it's knowing that I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it. They're in a tough spot. Team NK, the exact opposite. They're feeling damn good right now. And,
wait, what did I thought that was like a demonic right click by Tankafet.
No.
Oh, it was a
he has 500 gold per minute. I mean,
okay, I'm pretty sure he could have bought a demonic. Like, jeez. Not even. He has, let's see, how much gold in the career? That's 2,000 plus, what, like 1,500, so 3,500. Like, he could almost have just bought a demonic, but he's going for barrier idol, it looks like.
So Kongor is going to end up falling right here. See the Shaman's headdress, yeah, delivered to Ophelia, so that barrier idol in the works. Keeper the Forest, sitting on 3,500 gold now. They're going to easily kill Kongor. That's going to be a token on Corrupted, most likely. Yes, a Shrunken Head here. Yep, going to pick it up. And why not head mid? I think Keeper's just planning to just not buy anything the rest of the game.
That's all he needs. But no, I would really like to see him buy something. Something interesting would be puzzle blocks, but no, he's just going to go for the
Soul's Bulwark here.
Yeah, Soul's Bulwark. Probably defensive because you are versus the Pestilence. And really, the only way they're going to die is to negative armor.
Ooh, Jonathan Fan blinking just in time. Is he still away just yet? They're chasing. They really want to kill him. But, oh, the big grapple from Les QQ. Will they have the follow-up? The root didn't hit. It did not. They were really reaching
the root missed
there.
And the Gauntlet ultimate.
Yeah, they were reaching big time. So a couple ultimates are down here.
Yeah, I think that NK's not gonna be able to push any deeper.
And actually, oh, big pestilence done. The release of Kraken. That's going to be beautiful. Babas on top. This is BMG's chance to make a comeback. Gauntlet's going to end up falling right here. Corrupted Disciples being pulled in. He still has the Shrunken. No, he used it actually right here. And now he turns around with the conduit. Tempest is going to end up falling. Fuzi in the background charging Ophelia. But still, the Legion team is damn strong. They lose Gauntlet and Torture, but they are just too far ahead in items and levels. That shows right there. They take out the tower kill easily. I mean, that was one of the better initiations you're going to get in BMG side.
I mean, that was what, a 3-man hag bat blast plus Kraken ultimate, and there was no keeper and no gauntlet blast. So yeah, that's obviously that was a good fight for them. But you know, when you have so many things going in your favor in a fight, you would like to see more than just a 1-for-2.
Ooh, the jump. Nope.
Hag got jumped. I think he's dead. No, he's not dead. Okay. Oh, Ophelia's judgment was on cooldown for another 3 seconds.
Middle lane, Keeper of the Force is going to get caught right here. He probably will fall. Yes, he is going to be going down. However, it might come at a cost of once again. Pestilence is going to be taken out. Fuzi gets grappled in. Les QQ is on the ball with these hooks this game, it looks like. So a 2-for-1 exchange. They don't need a Keeper of the Force to push it. Are there buybacks? It doesn't look like it. No. Kraken or Pestilence do not have a buyback here. So this is going to be a middle push coming out. They have an energy field. That's it, though. Elemental Void's down. Bat Blast is still down. This is at least going to be a tower.
I think this will be Rax. Kraken's dead for a long time, and then this the ultimate situation is pretty grim for BMG.
Yeah. Melee Rax.
Tempest isn't even there. Like,
yeah, he's like, what's the point? He's just going to be elsewhere. So it's going to be easily the Melee Rax in the end for Team NK. Corrupted Disciple still has 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the Token of Life. So
I think the game plan is farm Portal Key and Handskin, hope for the God Hole.
Yep.
I think that is the point where BMG is at right now.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. It seems like that's like the route here for BMG.
So he might die here. I think he's dead. Oh, he did not get spotted?
Gauntlet spotted him, but I think he's playing it safe here. No, maybe he didn't actually.
But now D spots him.
Uh-oh. There goes the jump from Gauntlet. The Gauntlet blast, and that's an easy kill to follow. You see Pestilence was just about there. And actually, still not going in. There you go. Yeah, they are going to be jumping this Gauntlet, so LesQQ is in trouble right here. He has Steam Boots now to set the strength. The Ophelia's Touch going to be coming out. Release Kraken. It will catch Corrupted Disciple as well. Will they be able to get the token kill? He uses the Shrunken Head. He's going to be able to get away with that. Using the haste speed right there of Energizer as well. So they won't be able to follow that up. So in the end, a big picture, getting 1-for-1. But those are not exchanges that BMG can worth take right now. They need to get genocides here at this point. So
yes, if they can get like 3 kills, then they can. Well, actually, there's really nothing they can do even with 3 kills because they can get a tower down, but they need something bigger. They need like a Kongor. They need like 3 kills to take Kongor. That's what might be able to get them back into the game.
Yeah.
But tokens up for another 3 more minutes, and any big item pickups, not really. I guess they could wait for Geos on CD, but I think they're just going to push. I assume it's Geos just because their verse is a Pestilence, but it could also easily be a Dawnbringer.
So BMG falling back as a team right here, kind of. I mean, they're still somewhat in the area, maybe thinking that they want to look to go in here, but Hag's just too low on mana, so yeah, I wouldn't think that is going to be the case.
Ophelia's making the rotation. They're going to push bottom, Rax, I think.
Oh, Kraken's going to get caught here. Ophelia with the lockdown. Will they have enough support in time? Gauntlet is nearby. Gauntlet running in. Puts a stun on a Pestilence, actually. He's going right for him. Impale comes out, but not going to be enough. Pestilence will fall right there. Ophelia's going to be charged back. The support is coming in for Team NK. The hook on Engineer in the meantime. He's going to fall. Wretched Agile looking to clean up. They will clean up on Ophelia, but again, they're in scatter mode now. You see Wretched Agile. Oh, she planks into the root. Down she goes. Kraken's going to be able to portal key away, it looks like. He will survive. But again, BMG, these exchanges just not anywhere close what they need them to be. In fact, that one was in favor of Team NK. And Fuzi's just going to continue to farm in the
At least it does hold off the Doom push, but maybe I think Tank is actually just going to buy back. And well, they have no keeper route, so yeah, I guess it's going to hold off the base push for another minute or so.
Yeah.
Or not, I don't know. NK really want to go for it, it seems.
And it's you got to think on their side too. It's a case of, you know what, we have a very good lead here. We know that BMG is going to give it their all to come back and do everything that they can. So maybe we do want to try to finish it when we have this solid early on advantage here.
Okay, they're just getting positioning. They're just taking their location, wait for their cooldowns, wait for Ophelia to get up. I don't think they'll go. Maybe they'll go. I don't know. They could go high ground, but I don't like it when you're down a hero, down a lot of cooldowns.
Yeah.
Just seems like an unnecessary risk. Gauntlet almost has Shrunken Head as well, but they're probably not going for that. Icon finished on Ophelia, so he's not going to die, even if he's in the front line sitting in the tower.
Yeah, that's not an item you're used to seeing on Ophelia, but in a game like this, why the hell not? Yeah, again, that first pick Ophelia, you look back at that and how that's really set the tone for this game, as Ophelia has a tendency to do.
Demonic coming to Keeper, so, like, their front line is so strong. They have so many heroes that can just be hitting the tower, and they don't really care if they get jumped.
Yeah.
The only hero that can't get jumped is Gauntlet, and even Tor can get jumped because he'll still get, like, his Impalement and his ulti off and do damage.
So here we go, BMG. It all comes down to this, perhaps. This final fight, the whole season on the line right here. Lose here, they're done with the playoffs and done for good for Season 2. They win here, they still have a hope. Force the third and final game in the end will be the end result for them. We'll see. Kraken going to be charging it right here. Here we go. Quentin Disciple going to be locked down in the background. Passes a big set on two heroes. Quentin Disciple's too tanky though. He pops a Shrunken Head. Already one death on a Tempest right here. We see another one. Root's going to be coming out in the process. Quentin Disciple diving on a Pestilence. The Conduit chasing him down. Not going to be enough for the kill, but the tower falls. Everyone's still alive from the Legion side. Corrupted. The token was used right there. They're going back in. He's going to be Tsunami charged. Will they be able to finish him off? Yes, they will. It looks like no. Yes, they will at the last second, but it took a lot of resources. Down goes Pestilence right there. Kraken's going to be locked down at death. Wretched Agnes has to fall back. Pestilence buys back. A big impale set on 3. He's going to finish off Torture. They will accomplish that, but the melee racks are going to fall in the end result. 3 players are still up for Team NK, and Pestilence and Wretched Ag will most likely have to fall back from here, play at the well, basically. Team NK, on the other hand, they're going to finish off the ranged racks. Yeah, they all pop back too, actually. GG, well played. Game 2 to Team NK, and they're going to the grand finals to play X Denial Esports. Bad Monkey Gaming, the road ends here for them. No trip to Thailand, unfortunately. Wow. I'm still in shock.
I cannot believe BMG are not going to Thailand. Like, that's got to be so disappointing for them. Like, this is everything they've been working for in the past 3 to 4 months, and they've been so dominant, and then just like that, you're out. That's just, I don't know, that just got to suck. But
yeah,
really well played by NK. They brought their A game today for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's it is kind of that in-between feeling. It's like you got a team, exactly. BMG, talk about, this has been a team since Season 1. They've been around for them, basically the same roster, you know, minus 1 or 2 players maybe, but they've worked through Season number 2, you know, taking half of the cycles, with splitting it with State Green in terms of all 10 cycles. They each won 5 cycles. It seemed like, you know, that was going to end up being the ultimate grand finals, even in the global grand finals perhaps, BMG versus State Green, but a loss here for BMG. These other teams, we talked about it throughout that game. It really is. It maybe is a mix in the end, but they knew what was on. All these teams knew what was on the line. We had some great players on these teams. Sure, maybe like Team NK, more recently formed, but in the end, when you bring these players together with so much on the line, they're going to come prepared. They're going to come to play, and clearly that was the case here. So Team NK, all the credit in the world. They looked fantastic. They deserve the victory, and they're moving on to the grand finals. They get the rematch against X Denial Esports, which will be happening later on today in the grand finals here. But once again, BMG officially out of the playoffs and no longer have a chance to be going to Thailand. So it's a bittersweet moment for them for sure, but definitely a round of applause for their success. But in the end, wasn't to be, it looks like. So, well. I mean, with that said, what time is it right now? We're coming up to 2 o'clock, so wow. I mean, we still have a lot of time here. That's at least planned for in between now and the grand finals. I believe it's a little over an hour even. So what we'll try to do here, obviously, maybe look to get some interviews set up, specifically with Team NK, of course, and perhaps get a pregame interview set up with X Denial maybe to go into the grand finals and then going on from there. So, ladies and gentlemen, for now, well, first off, Sander, any final thoughts on the series? Anything else you want to add here before we're going to break?
Just pretty much well played to NK. They really brought their A game, and as much as can be expected, you know, maybe not. I think they brought some curveballs. Maybe not what BMG thought they'd bring in terms of lineups. Probably not that big push lineups with the keepers.
Yeah. So, Team NK, X Denial Esports. Those are your 2 teams for the grand finals here, the playoffs. The winner will move on to Southeast Asia, joining Stay Green in the global grand finals, and a chance to compete for HoN's biggest prize pool ever of $150,000. So much of it comes down to this. All of Season 2 basically comes down to this for the North American European region. And again, so that'll be later on. Again, we're going to take a break right here. We will have some updates for you guys, if anything, on exactly when the match is going to be played. I assume it's still going to be set for the default time of what is 3 p.m. Eastern, 2100 Central European time. So, again, that's about an hour and 15 minutes from now. From hopefully we'll be able to get that started. That will be a best of 5 with X-Denial up 1-0. But in the meantime, we'll maybe look to get some interviews set up here for kind of in between, as well as some break and perhaps something else. But, ladies and gentlemen, Team NK, X-Denial, our grand finals are set up. Stay tuned, guys. Going to be going on a short break right here. We'll be back.